might be live now. Check, check. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Guitar okay? Voice okay? Okay, well, people are saying, they're saying I'm here. I am here, you are there, we are here, and we are all together. What's wrong with being sexy? Exactly. What's wrong with being sexy? Oh, all the crew is here. And that was the intro. Yeah, we have intros now. Oh, all right. Let me check the comments here. Dan of NJ and others. Rock Nutter, Cushman, Pete Brown, CSG, Tactical 6-string, Electro Mega, Big Red Shred. The name's so nice he named it twice. Now a Slice. I'm a goddamn rapper here. VTech 666. Some name and another spelling. Matthew Baker, Double R Guitar, Jim Slinger, Justin R. Satch Boogie. What's up, buddy? Guys, you should check out Satch Boogie's channel. That guy, he's got the riffs. I'm telling you, man. He really does. He's got the riffs, and he's got quite a guitar collection. Yeah, I know. I need some cigarettes. I might take up smoking. What do you think? That cigarette looks kind of sophisticated on you there, kid. Makes you look all grown up. What's up, Lars? Dennis? AJ? What's up, Brad? What's up, Dale? What's up, Finger Fret? Little Hooker Jam? Benjamin? Ben Coombs? What's up? What do I have here, you know? What do I have? What? It's got some of the reflectors. Some have fallen off. See that? You seeing this? Yeah. Check that out. There you are. God. Just want to let you know that's a cat. We had another one, but he moved on. But she has settled in right there. So this was a gift from Bobby. So he shows up today to pick up the Frankie and the black and white. And he goes, I know you've always wanted a Frankie, so here you go. And he pulled this out of a bag. And I was like, what? This was a project guitar he had started a number of years ago. And I think he had various stages. You know, he had the neck from somebody, and he got the body from somebody. And, you know, it was a project guitar. You know, it was like his attempt at, like, putting together the and in fact, the neck, he was telling me, is based off of the $25,000 Frankie. And you know what? Having just played his Frankie for a week, And that was primarily the guitar I was playing for the week. This is a little narrower side to side without a doubt. The side to side, should have thrown a caliper on it before he left, but the side to side on this is a little narrower than his. It feels almost a little rounder, you know. He bought the neck custom. I have no idea how much he paid for it, but I thought it was cheap. It's oiled. It's an oiled neck like the original. And then he just went to town. I think, this was all stuff he did. I think he bought the body with the routes and then just started to put it together. And I don't know if he bought the body pre-painted or if he painted it himself. But basically, it was a project guitar. So the weakest link on it, the pickup is a Duncan 59. It sounds great. I really like the sound of the guitar. The weakest link, and he'd be the first to tell you, is the trem system. It's not the 1000, which is pretty much that and the original, the two good ones. It's like that second tier, and you can just see it in the middle. You know when you look on the side of something chrome and it's not really smooth, right? It's a little bumpy, and you say, "Oh, that's not a high-end one, right? It's sort of a low-end one." So I think that the thing to change on it, now I have, believe it or not, I actually have a brand new, unused, I have two brand new, unused Floyd Rose, and they're the good ones. They're like the really nice metal, like OEM, like top line. They're like $250 a pop. And, but they're black. And I already ran it past Bob, and he was like, no, it's chrome. You cannot use black. I was like, yeah, but then it would be custom. He's like, fuck your fucking custom. It's got to be chrome. He's got a point. It's heavy. The body is, I believe, I don't know if I can get this camera on here. If you can see the grain, I'm calling that ash. I think that's an ash body. Am I right? My wood people out there, look at that. You seeing that? Look at that. That's ash, bro. That's ash all day. You know? I got some. Oh yeah, I got some cobwebs on me here. Hold on. Probably when I turned it over, I spilled out something in here on top of me. Like I said, this was a project guitar of his for a while. And he just finally got it together. The other part that's kind of wonky about it is this knob is incredibly slow to turn. And I already ordered a set of Bourne's no friction, which is what comes in the EVH. They're Bourne's no friction bots, right? But this has got, oh my god, it's like the volume knob on your stereo system. You know what I'm saying? It's great for the volume knob on your stereo, but you don't want it for the volume knob of your guitar. I need something a little bit more there for me, not fighting me the whole way. Yeah, right, ash, right? Yeah. Wait, does it smell like ash? It does. Boy, don't make me come over there. The neck pickup is like the original one, a non-functioning dummy pickup for looks only. The Frankie, see, the wiring stops right there. It doesn't continue anymore. And there's no switch. So I don't know what it is, but it does sort of, fill the role of just, sitting there and staying out of the way. Another thing, fun fact, they're stainless steel frets. Yeah. Yeah, he went stainless for the frets when he ordered the neck. So that neck had to cost him a few $100. I have a hard time believing this guitar isn't north of, $500 or $600 in parts alone. Forget the labor to put it together, right? Because you're looking at, pickup 70. The bridge you could probably get for between $50 and $100, right? These second tier ones are pretty cheap, $99, something like that. He probably had it. That's why he used it. And then, but that neck with stainless steel frets like that, I mean, those burn marks ain't cheap. If you look though, it's got quite the flambe on it. I'll bet if I talk to my buddy over at Bear Guitars, he would give me like a a routine to put like some sort of a finish on it, like an oiled finish. He only deals in like oils like that. He doesn't use urethanes and stuff like that. He's an old French polished, type of dude. He'd say, oh, you got to get this oil, and then you do this, and then that oil, whatever. I kind of like the kind of dark look. It looked like it was rubbed with motor oil, the friggin' Frankie. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the neck is from. I'll have to ask Bobby. I just remember him saying he just had like the neck custom made, and it's like, it's like CNC to the identical specs of the Frankie, and he's like, it's this big project, but then they just came out with the Frankie, and I think he just lost interest in working on the project, and he was like, dude, have a Frankie. And I was like, bro, if there's one thing, one bro, the greatest bro move to another bro is to give him a Frankie. Now, I don't know. I hope that doesn't have a secondary meaning. I'm going to be in big trouble. Yeah, people are saying tongue oil. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. That and, was it the Gunstock? True Oil? That's the other one, right? It's like Gunstock conditioner. It's supposed to be pretty good, too. It's natural. Gives it a natural wood feel. The new EVH seem a little dark to you? Yeah. I know what you're saying. They do. They look weathered. Almost like sun weathered. You know what I'm saying? When they go a little gray like that from being in the sun. I don't know the nut size on this. I'm going to guess an R2. I know that the Frankie is an R3. I'm going to guess R2 on that. I've been playing that Frankie for a week. This is narrower. This is a more narrow. My gut says R2. I know it does. It sounds like a euphemism. I don't even want to know what it is. Yeah, True Oil. Hey, what's up, Blackjack? Horatio. Hey, what's up, Terry? Jeffy. BC Rich. You used to want to see Frankie on Fire Island. Exactly. Jose said it best. If you're not willing to give your bro a Frankie, are you even friends? How tight is your relationship really, bro? If you're not trading Frankies every Christmas, like really, bros? I'm playing through THU, and my my patches are in the. There's a link to my. This is number 13. No, is it exposed? No. No, the shelf lines up fine on the side. It veers out. I know what you're saying. It looks like it makes it a little exposed. No, it lines up just right. That's why I'm thinking R2. Oh yeah, he also gave me a 67 plexi. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that. And a 67 plexi and a 63 split rear window Corvette. And then I was like, enough. How close to the E strings to the edge of the fretboard? They don't look super close. I wouldn't say they're super far. Here. Let's go to string cam. They're that far away. Probably out of focus, though. Now, it's set up pretty good. If I, like I said, if there's one thing you could use, I would say like an upgrade at the, just put like a genuine German Floyd on it, right? Or if you can get an OEM Floyd Rose 1000 through somebody you know, that'd be another option. But other than that, the whole thing is pretty awesome. Like I said, it feels great, but I might have to keep up oiling on the neck. I don't know. Maybe if it's oiled once, it's good forever. But it feels fine. It feels like it feels like a natural woman. Like a natural woman. Exactly. Don't give in to it, Vanilla Slice. All right? You're on the wagon. The neck really needs some aging and docking. I kind of agree. I think it needs the neck needs a little bit needs some darkness. And I think oiling might do that. Yeah, maybe, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn has entered the chat group. We'll ring the Glenn bell. Glenn. Sounds like EVH. Did you back off the volume when you just played those? Like, yeah, so when I was doing that's barely on. I like this guitar. Sure. Not bad. Just play it with dirty hands without washing your hands. It'll get dirty plenty quick enough, guys. You know, my my Charvel and my Kramers with the maple necks, they get dirty pretty quickly. But that's easily fixed with just a little bit of steel wool. Or, in fact, I had one of my guitars all dirty, and was like, "Oh, that looks so cool!" And I took the steel wool, and they were like, "What happened to that nice skanky looking dirty neck?" And I was like, "I cleaned it." The disappointment was real. It's like, damn. They're like, "What? Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Because it's kind of gunky." They're like, "Yeah, but that was the coolest part of the guitar." Oh. What's up there, hotshot? Pix, have you tried Guitar Rig 6? Tried it. I did a video on it a couple of weeks ago. If Zach Wilde played in Boston. Some Jack Daniels bourbon, properly aged. Hey, good for hanging out, Glenn, man. We gotta, normally we would hang out at one of these events coming up or something like that, Yeah, I miss you, man. I can't wait till we can get back together at like NAMM or something, someplace, Not yet, though. But thanks for stopping by. I know, no more events. Not for right now. They'll come back though. There's too there's too much money in it. And for as good as the remote stuff is, it's not quite the same. It'll happen. It'll happen. It's just going to be a little bit. It's just going to be a little bit. That's all. But eventually. How am I feeling now? I'm feeling pretty damn good. Yeah, real good. It's it's one of those things where I would say like the first, after hearing of Eddie's passing, like the first few days were pretty just blah, and then that weekend, which was last Saturday, was, probably a little bit of a turning point, a little cathartic to hang out last weekend. And then this week, I pretty much had the Frankie and the white guitar here all week. And I've been using those two guitars. And I shot a video comparing all three. I'm just editing it now. And then Bobby came by today to pick up those two guitars. And he gave me this. And I have the pots on the way. That's the only thing that really needs to be replaced like right away is the spot. I'll put a no friction in there. It's catching up here. Yeah. He's got one here that's like broken off. He's like, yeah, I got some of the reflectors around. Like I said, it was a project guitar of his for a while. And then I think when he got the Frankie, which I have to say is it's an amazing guitar. Spoiler alert on that video I have coming up, between the two striped series with what basically is a Charvel neck. They're basically Charvels painted like, EV8 Stripe guitars. They're great guitars, but, compared to the Frankie that has, instead of the satin urethane, the oiled neck, I just like that Frankie so much better. I really, really did. And I thought the pickup sounded better, even though it's the same pickup. Because like this one, it's at that little bit of angle. It's just a little bit farther away. This isn't even, I don't even know if that's even quite the same angle as the one that's in the Frankie, It's like, it's got a pretty good little tilt to it. And, no, I don't know. I'd have to measure it, I think that makes it a little warmer, just being that far away. I really like that Frankie. It's like almost twice as much money, but I could see myself spending the more money for it just for the oiled neck and what felt like a little bit warmer sounding pickup. Both of the other ones were mounted directly to the body. The pickguard on the white one is just for show. The pickup's still screwed directly to the body. What do you think of Sammy and Eddie making up in January? I think it's good for anyone who's having it out with someone else to make up. It's usually, usually on the other side of it, you feel a bit more adult. That's generally the consequence. So. For twice the price, it should be nice. See that there's a little bit of the rub with that, Steve, because you're paying for a lot of that relicking. First of all, they add a third color, right? The other ones are 2-color sprays versus a 3-color spray. Just doing that third color spray is just another step in the painting process. And then after that, they have to relic it, and it's all sort of like randomly hand reliced. If you look at the relic on the one that I had from Bobby and the one that Tone King has, it's the same but different. It's like they're in the same general area, and it's generally the same kind of mark, but they're far from exactly the same. It's definitely a little bit of randomness in there. And anytime you spend that kind of hours, there goes your costs. Kaboom. That's an Epiphone Masterbuilt acoustic. Someone's asking about the acoustic. Epiphone Masterbuilt. I think the Frankie's like $16.99. I think it's not cheap. The regular ones I think are $8.99. So like half the money. Hey, what's up, Mr. Tom? Yeah, the Epi Masterbuilts are really nice. They may have been discontinued already. I'm not really sure. Underneath the side there in the back is a gorgeous flame maple. I should do a video where I just take a little bit of light sandpaper and take that down, almost like a relic acoustic. I'll bet it would look amazing to pull a little bit of that paint off. If it's paint and not stain, you know, get it down to its wood, because it's all flame maple underneath there. If you find one, the one that's more striking in appearance is the natural, because it's the same spruce top. It's a solid spruce top, and I think the back is solid too. It could be all laminated except for the top, but the top is always solid on those, on all the master build. It's got an ebony fingerboard. Those are nice. We did an acoustic night here once, and a lot of people liked this one the best. They thought it sounded the fullest. Yeah, the body. Yeah, here we go. Hey, what's up, Arnold? Yeah, check that out. Snap. It's definitely ash. It's heavy. It's got the weight. Hey, what's up, Kongs and Bases? Sorry, David Davis. You know, they go by a little fast. You see some. Hey, what's up, Ken? Tyler says, just picked up a 2013 Axis. It's killer, yeah. There's one out there I want. They made a limited edition in Predator green. Just anything with Predator in the title, I want it. Hey, what's up, Star Guitar Works? It's a dummy pickup. I think it's got magnetism, though. No, I thought I had a screwdriver right there now. I move it over here? Where did I put that? Oh, for Christ's sakes. I guess I could use this. No, I'm not feeling it, but I don't know if that's magnet. Oh, yeah, that's. No. No, I'm not really picking up any magnetism. The Frankie's fully magnetized. That doesn't feel like it is. Even a PV Predator? Well, let's not go nuts. I think it is a dummy coil, but I don't even know that it has copper windings on it, because I'm not feeling any magnetism. You know, so that either the pieces in the middle aren't magnetized. It really is. It truly is decorative. The one on the other one on the Frankie, on the real Frankie, was magnetized, because I tried it with a screwdriver and went click right to it. Steve, do you know who Chris Holmes is? Yeah, I met Chris at the first NAMM show I went to in 2014 before he moved out of the country. I was shooting the shit with him because he, at the time, you know, he had a video out and he was getting like a lot of shit online. And, you know, I was doing the YouTube at the time. And I just remember telling him, you know, don't listen to those people, dude. He's like, oh, I know. I said, you know, everybody, you're never going to make anybody happy. And we hung out and chatted for maybe 10 minutes. And then he was on his way. He was with his whole crew. Does the fretboard feel like compound radius? I don't really know. It does. I gotta say, it does look a bit flatter down here than down there. If I had to guess, it probably is. But you know, that's hard to tell. When something's narrower, you know, maybe you notice the curvature a little bit more than when it's spread out. But I would think you would know. I don't know. Yeah, it does look a little flatter up top. Yeah, it's a Duncan 59 in this. I think it sounds really good. You know, the Duncan 59 is a really good pickup. I gotta change this knob out though. God. That's oh, that's cold molasses right there. You know, that's your nicest Denon stereo. with a knob that big. You know? And you're like, oh nice. Boy, I spent my money well. I'm playing through THU. This is a project guitar that Bobby was putting together, and he surprised me with it today and said, now you have a Frankie too. I was like, what? Pretty good. Goto tuners. I just feel like this flame would come out if I applied a little bit of a darkener to it. Yeah, talk to the guys at Acacia. Yeah, I love the sound of this pickup. Yeah, the weakest part is this Floyd. Feel like this. Feel sharp. No. Yeah. Yeah, the first thing I do is probably change up the trem on it. That's the weakest link. I got to know somebody that can get me a chrome one somewhere. The OG version. Hey, what's up, Andrew? I remember back in the 1980s, a music store called Music Unlimited, under the Asian brand of guitars called Memphis. I don't remember Music Unlimited. There was one, but I thought it was a long time ago. It wouldn't be that recent. The one I'm thinking of was at like the Dedham Mall, like behind the Wurlitzer store. There was a few Music Unlimiteds around, Oh, thanks, little roadie. Hey, Steve, just got an EVH Wolfgang standard. I have to crank the fine tuners way too much after I tune the locking nut. What's wrong? Well, what's probably wrong is you got to make sure that you have the bar behind it, right? You have the bar. Make sure that bar is down a little bit. All those strings have to be nice and flush against the nut here, right? Before you put any of the plates on, right? They can't be lifting off in any way. So sometimes this little bar backs out and it gets a little high, and now you don't have a pressure, right? And so what happens? You screw the bar down and you push the string out of tune and you don't have enough room over here in the fine tuners to fix it. That's a serious problem. That's why they have the bar there. You got to make sure that bar is pretty low enough that you're getting a good break angle down and it's fully flat on the nut. That's the first place I would look. And then after that, if you can get it in tune and then using the bar puts it out, I would look at the posts and make sure that those are lubed and set up and not off in some way. I remember Bobby had a guitar here, and I was like, dude, this is all weird. He's like, what? And we realized it was not even in the post. Like, the guitar had popped out of the post. And it was, like, down in the cavity. I said, dude, it's not even in the post groove. You know? What's up, BRS Reviews? Am I crazy by saying Harley Benton 62 ST62 is a great guitar? No, I have a couple of Harley Bentons. I think they're really good. I have like 2 Harley Benton electrics, and I have and a Harley Benton acoustic bass, and they're all great. Harley Benton makes good stuff, and I have the jumbo white one there. Yes, set the bar low. Exactly, Krail Bar. Then the only way is up. Actually, Krail Bar, there is a chance I might be doing a Halloween special. It might be filming like next weekend, if you're interested. Save me having to send you a text. Just so you know, though, you will be wearing a Bo Peep outfit. Thanks, Platinum. Hey, what's up, Sassy Cat? Strawberries Tower. Yeah, Newbury Comics. That's where I saw the release party for, COVID Halloween. Oh, it's COVID related. Is it Bobby's? It was Bobby's. He gave it to me. It was a gift. He was like, excuse me while I whip this out. I was like, what? Actually, Krail Bar, a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Oh, thanks, James. I know. We're all a little amazed. My wife. Hey, really? Really? When is this phase ending? I'm like, it could be a while. From DOA, Bobby's my number one. Well, it's going to have to earn that spot, you know. Who's my bottom axe? I've seen chub tone guitars. No, but the name, not gonna lie, the name intrigues me. Oh, God, I got wires stuck on my feet. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. How's my coffee doing? Oh, it's getting low. Beat it solo. Never learned it. There's a lot of Van Halen solos I never learned. I would say like 90% of them. Okay, I'll do the Beat It solo right now. Done. Thoughts on what Alex and Wolfie will be doing in the future their own ways? I gotta think so. I mean, I don't think it's really that crazy to think that, you know, the band passed with Eddie. I mean, I can't imagine anybody. I mean, that, no. I seriously doubt it. Oh, thanks, Jeffy. Crash the Pancake, super cool axe. You're like, oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it. That's legit. That's legit skills right there. Yeah. Don't forget, you always got to end with. All right, and then you see what I did there? You take it out the. Just use your fingernail. That's the oldest trick in the book. Hey, thanks, Craig. Can you demo the D-tuner? I could, but it doesn't have a D-tuner. I don't have a D-tuner. I'm D-tunerless. This one doesn't have one. Remember, this was a project guitar. Yeah, I don't have a D-tuner. Do I have a guitar with a D-tuner? I don't think I do. Yeah, and Bobby took the other ones back. Bobby took the other two back. He didn't have his D-tuner set up right. You know who did was the guy with the Bumble. His was set up perfect. His worked. And someone was telling me the trick. They say the trick is to tune it all up with it out. And then when you bring it in, if it's too sharp, then you use the side key to fix that. And then it works every time. So I've never chanced to test it. So maybe I'll get a D-tuner for this. Order one up. What's crazy, he did, and I don't know if this is accurate, but he did, the side markers are brass. Brass side markers. Which at first I was like, that's weird, but believe it or not, they're kind of reflective. I kind of see them pretty easily. It does sound good, though. Hey, what's up, Pez boy? I think I saw you last week, too. Toledo Police rings a bell. I did see Satchel's cover of Unchained. He's one of the guys that really gets that rhythm down, perfectly. Just he's so perfect with the Van Halen stuff. First guitar I had was an unknown acoustic that we broke the neck off, and then the second one I've shown a few times on here. I still have it. It's an old Cameo, which is a Japanese, brand. First electric was an Aria ES35, which ES335 copy that I still have, but again, it's like falling apart. I should just get rid of it, but I don't know why I don't throw them away. Should I throw them away? It's like, what am I doing with them? I should just chuck them, but I haven't yet. Who makes a good sounding hardtail Strat for a reasonable price? I don't know. I haven't really researched it. Maybe someone in the comments can help you out, but a hardtail Strat? Can't even think of a company off the top of my head. Oh, well. It's a funny looking that you got there now. Don't make me come over there. Yeah, you like that? Exactly. It's the RGEVH 3049. You forgot 5150. Not bad. Like I said, I'll probably start taking up smoking. Yeah, it's got your ash body right there. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. It's we were talking about this earlier, Fluff. So this is Bobby's. It was a project guitar he started putting together. He had the neck made for him. It's like supposedly exactly to the specs of the Frankie, and then the rest he was putting together. And then he came over today to pick up his EVH Frankie and his EVH black and white, and he whipped this out of a bag and says, "Here you go, bro. Now you have a Frankie too." Yeah. And I was like, damn. Actually, you know who's done an RG 5150 EVH is Mrs. Smith. She kind of beat us all to it. As you would expect. Check my change drawer, see if I have a 71 quarter. I actually might. Right? There's a true homie right there, exactly. That's like you haven't even broed until you got Frankied. Wait a second, that may not have come out right. Cat woke up. Henri. I think she just spun around. Now she's sleeping the other way. Yeah, right? Yeah. No, she did it. No, she had the vision. She executed on it. She made us all look like idiots. Again, she's always one step ahead. I actually caught Mrs. Smith when she came through town. It was pretty kick-ass. I had a lot of fun. It was a fun night. Fun time had by all, read the headline the next day. Mr. Smith owes you $5. That sounds about right. You're lucky you got out with just $5. Surprised no one really talks about the shark. You mean the one that he cut up? It's like an Explorer that's cut out there, or do you mean the one that has the bomb on it? Which is the shark one? You mean the one with the cut out ass end on it? Did he put he drilled a bunch of holes and cut the back? Is that the shark? Is that the shark one? I don't really know. This is an alder body, but if you bought it from EVH, it would be a basswood body. But I can just tell from the grain right there. That's ash all day long. Do you even ash, bro? Because that is ash. Right there. Folks, show. Look at that. Look at that. That's ash. And it's heavy. It's much heavier than the Frankie that was here. The legit Frank, the EVH. It's not snowing in Boston yet, but we had a lot of friggin' rain last night, man. And a cold front blew in. It got friggin' cold. This is the new guitar. That's it. New guitar. On New Guitar Day. What's the body on the original Alder? You know, I don't even know. That's a great question. I doubt it was basswood. I don't know. The story goes is that, he would just sort of buy whatever was the cheapest. If it had knots in it or whatever, he just didn't care. He's like, I don't care. I just wanted to save money. So I don't really know. It's probably whatever was cheaper. Northern Ash, yeah. Yeah. I tell you, doesn't it look like that? It's heavy. It's really heavy. It's as heavy as my old Fender The Strat. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Ash too. Between the weight and the grain. Oh, the original was an Ash Boogie Beast audio. Oh, well, there you go. This was in keeping with the original. There you go. Yeah, this might be more authentic than the Frankie, quite frankly. Quite Frankie. Oh, we're having fun. We're having fun. What's the best amp to sound like EV? To sound like Van Halen? Oh, then I'd say they're the EVH series, right? He literally designed the friggin' sound of it. EVH, right? Like a nice 5153 or whatever. Yeah, where's the 71 quarter? It was right there. I had to pull it off to pay for the bus ride over here. Times are pretty bleak. Well, the EVH line go down in quality now that EVH is gone? I doubt it. I don't think he was over there checking the quality of it anyway. This, it's all done internally. And the family can still go over and check out, do a random sampling. I don't think so. No D-tuner on it. That's the one thing that he didn't know. No D-tuner. Funny thing is I almost bought a PRS. But I couldn't check out. I was looking at one, and Bobby was like I should buy it, but it was a little rough. And then one showed up, 10 top. The price had just been lowered by like $400. It's down to like 16, like 89. No, I'm sorry. It's down to like 14.89. It was like dropped like 400 and something bucks. It was under $1,500 for a 10 top, and it was in great shape, unlike that other one that was like really rough, much older. And I threw it right in the basket. I went right to checkout, but when I put it in the basket, I went to the page, and the page came up. There's step one. At least the page is still coming up instead of, oops, this page is no longer available. You get that a lot. That's how you know it's already sold. But I went there, and the page popped up. I said, okay, well, let me see. A lot of times when you add it to the cart, it says, like, we're sorry, that item isn't available right now. It's insufficient stock. You can't even add it to the cart. But it let me add it to the cart. Then I said, okay, I want to check out. I went to the checkout, and when I got to the final checkout, it said insufficient stock to fulfill items in your basket. Clear your basket and start again. And I was like, damn it. I tried it like 3 times, and it wasn't happening. So I came so close. That was early this morning. Michael says he's building his own Frankie tribute guitar right now. I think it's happening because they're sold out everywhere. Demand is really high right now. And so, there's a demand out there for Frankies. And, people don't want to wait till February or March of next year. They'll try and put it together. You got to hand it to Tone King. He wound up working his people over at Chuck Levin's, and he had him go search in the basement, and they found one of the striped EVH, the modern ones, like kind of like that one there, but striped. And I was like, oh damn, that's pretty sweet actually. I really like the look of that one. I like the striped EVH. That's nice. I tell you, I almost bought an EVH a couple of years ago. It was a limited edition, 150 total made in the world, and 75 are for the U.S. market and 75 for the international market. So, there's not a lot of them out there. And it was basically the modern look, like that one over there, the modern-looking one. But it was bumblebee striped, but it was bumblebee striped headstock, matching headstock, right? Which is a big extra step. And it was expensive because it was limited edition. And I could have got one for short money. They were like $1,000 used, down to like $700, and I finally saw one for it was like $599 or something like that, which is really cheap for that guitar. And I didn't get it because it was a hardtail. I don't want hardtails, but how can you buy an EVH and not have a Floyd Rose? I couldn't do it. And I just felt it was like a fundamental flaw to make that guitar and not put a Floyd Rose on it. I mean, come on. Come on. Hey, what's up, Leo Kim Video? What's up, man? Tonight I am using THU, and I'm running my standard patch number 13 dual heavy rig. It's actually not that late here, Leo. It's only 8 o'clock at night. So where you are is probably what, like 10 a.m. tomorrow morning in the future? And when are you going to restock? Right now, I'm hearing, because I talked to a friend of mine who's a dealer. I called him like 2 minutes after he sold his last Frankie. I was like, oh my God, Ike's a dealer. Let me call Ike right now. And I was like texting him, like, you got me a Frankie, dude? He goes, I just sold it. I'm like, God effing damn it. I said, so when's the next round coming in? And he said, right now we're looking at February or March of 2021 because they're doing a massive batch, right? They do them all in a big run. So they'll do a big run of them and then they'll come out. So I don't think you're going to see them really out there until, really after the first of the year. Oh yeah, daylight saving. We're still in daylight saving time until the end of the month, and then we're back to normal. Only 5:10 and all. Yeah, right. Out there, and you're in the past. That's 3 hours ago. 2 a.m. in the Netherlands. I know you're up late, man. Damn. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Squealies trip you out, yeah. And those are with the no pick. That's just oh wait, we go right here, right, like that. There's the pick. It's a little different. They don't sound quite the same. And then the up ones. They're much more chimey. Kind of weird. No snow here yet. They're calling it. They're saying it's going to be a mild winter. Because like La Nina or El Nino, something's setting up. They say right now they're predicting a warmer than normal winter for us. So that just means wet snow that turns to rain. Like every time you get snow, it never stays snow. It turns to rain. And it turns slushy and soaked. And you never really get the really cold, like powdery snow. How does the neck pickup work? It doesn't. It's cosmetic. Love my Friedman BE100. Yeah, I played the BE100 at Henning's place. Two Frankie's awesome Brown. So yeah, the Friedmans are wonderful amps. Really, really nice stuff. Cops and military can force out perps with certain squealies. I was on the squealy force for a little while. So we got ourselves a runner. Oh, thanks, Little Hooker Jam. Looking forward to the new AC/DC album? I am. I gotta figure it. Yeah, Leo, this was a guitar that Bobby put together. My buddy Bobby there, the guy who loaned me the Frankies for last week, the Frankie and the other one. And this was a project guitar he had going for a while. And then he wound up giving it to me today. I was like, damn, well, that's awfully nice. You know? Stainless steel frets, too. It's nice. Yeah. I remember in February vacation from school in probably 1976, maybe 1977. I think it was 1977. I went up to Montreal for 3 days with my aunt and uncle. And we stayed at the Hotel Bonaventure. And I remember when we were there, there was a big snowstorm. But, you know, their snow removal is so freaking good. It was like nothing. By the time we left, we were able to drive. We drove up, and then we wound up driving back. And yeah, that was a fun trip. Unchained. Again, I'm not in drop D. Yeah, we used to do that. I used to know it. We used to do that. God, that took us forever to get that little part down. It's like ba ba do dega dega do do ba ba do ba 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 ba. Yeah, no, they made quick work of that snow. It was like nothing. They ripped right through it. It was great. You know, we're pretty used to it around here. You know, I swear we used to have more snow, but in the last, say, although oddly enough, statistically speaking, I want to say, was it 2014, 2015, or 2015, 2016? But one of those. Might have been 2014, 2015 was like the snowiest winter on record. We got like 110 inches over the course of like 6 weeks. I'm the one, yeah, see you know, it's like, I do it like half speed. That one's hard too. They're all hard. Blizzard 78, that was a good one. Yeah, Texas winter doesn't seem to be too bad, though you guys are prone to get more ice just because you're likely to start out with a little bit of warmer weather and then something will come down very quickly and give you a sheet of ice on everything. And then look out. That's when the fun begins. Ice is more of a problem than snow. I can't play Cathedral until I get the new knob. This knob is way too slow. Yeah, I could install a detuner, but the first thing I need to do is to get an upgraded bridge. That's step one. And then I could get a detuner after that. But I should try and find, a bridge like the original. See if I can find an original somewhere. I see. I got to be careful. People are requesting covers, but you got to be careful when you play that. You get copyright strikes. That's where when you slide it, you're pulling the... Hey, what's up, Scotland? You ever put up a full video of your playing a song? Many. One just a couple of weeks ago. How do people miss that? I don't know. I wonder if it's blocked in your country. That I suppose that is possible. Yeah, the stripes are trademarked by EVH. Kramer could not release a 5150 copy, but they could release the diver down with the single stripe. Nobody owns that because that's a real... No one can trademark that. That diver down symbol is public domain. You could have an association with the Diver Down album, but it was their mistake to use a public domain image, the Diver Down flag. That's a legit Diver Down flag. So Kramer could always do a Diver Down if they wanted to. The funny thing is the Fair Warning album, they just stole that artwork, They thought it looked cool and they just took it. They never got permission from that guy. Threw it on the cover of the album. You wonder if that guy came looking for a little payout. Yeah, a lot of Van Halen tunes are in drop D or drop D flat. And then some of them are just in complete alternate tunings like Top Jimmy, right? I'm pretty sure that's a completely, like Open D or something like that. It's a completely different tuning altogether. Do another video about seeing people from the... Yeah, maybe. Am I going to get sued for what? For making a striped guitar? Yeah, you could be. They went after the guy from Mean Street Guitars, right? Yeah, they own the stripes. That is trademarked. That's why they have the sneakers. They have a bunch of merch out with that. That is a legit trademark, and it is owned. Absolutely. Certainly this one is. I don't know if all variations are, but I got to think that they went out and did it at some point. It would feel like a really bad legal advice if they didn't. A very, very long time ago. Have a good night, Billy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, they gave the artist no fair warning. See what you did there. Do I have a drill handy to play? I do not. Yeah, Top Jimmy is in a bizarre tuning, yeah. I think you got to remember, 1984 is super influence. It starts probably with Fair Warning, but you can really hear it in 1984 is Alan Holdsworth. He just thought Alan Holdsworth was like this amazing guitar player, and Alan Holdsworth was always a struggling musician, and he tried to help Alan out, but Alan was a tough guy to work with, and famously, I think that Warner Brothers sort of threw up their hands trying to do something with him, and he was successful for a little while, but I don't think he ever really saw the money, Alan Holdsworth, unfortunately. I'm doing much better, thank you. Any full tunes, Steve, that you can post at some point? Probably, other than the ones I've already posted, sure. I probably have a half dozen full tunes up there. You got to remember though that every time you post those, there's a chance they could be blocked in countries, and they're almost certainly not going to earn a dime because whoever owns the song is going to earn all the money from it. See you, Vincent. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, what's up, Zim's Guitars? Yeah, he was really into Holdsworth in the early 80s. Absolutely. You can hear the influence. You can absolutely hear the influence. Just even like that opening for that symmetrical. That's Alan Holdsworth right there. Absolutely. See you, Boogie Woogie Creep. Thanks for hanging out, man. 80-degree evening. No, we're probably like, I got to think we're down in the 40s now. I'll do a quick temp check here. Yeah, 43 it says. 41. Just did a refresh. What was the name of the band that had a chainsaw in the chorus of the song? Even that I don't know. The best band was K-Ninus, right? The metal band that just the guy had his dog growl. It's like as good as any singer we could have got. I love that. Yeah, the tuners are a bit blinding, huh? I could go black on the whole thing, but then I just think, then I'm just going too far out there if I went all black hardware. It's blasphemy. It's an outrage. Do. Steve, still have the 83 Kramer Pacer. Yeah, you know what? The problem with the Kramer Pacer was the guy mixed active and passive. So I ripped out the active, and I started putting the passive in, and I didn't like the way the switches felt on my hand. They were too sharp. So I have to go get replacement switches. And I swear to God, that was like 2 years ago. And and then I started this project here, putting all these walls up, and just been one thing after another, one massive project after another. So I do want to get back to that guitar. I love that guitar. And I have a bunch of Seymour Duncan pickups. I put a Trembucka parallel axis in it, which I had kicking around, but I might pull that out. I really like the sound of this 59. I might just put a 59 in there. you know, or at JB4. You know? What, use a little navel jelly on them to rust them up a little bit, to oxidize them, the hair? Take some of the shine out? Well, thanks, Calf. Not seeing it in Scotland? Yeah, there's a chance it could be blocked. You know, they do that. They block them in countries. But I just did a Black Sabbath cover. I've done a bunch of full covers. What's the height of the frets from the fretboard to the top of the fret? Oh, I don't know. These are jumbo frets, though. I can tell you that. I've played plenty of frets. That's a straight up jumbo if I ever felt one. Whatever jumbos are, because that's what those are. Those aren't medium. Those feel like straight up jumbos. And they're stainless. Doing well, Braxel. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I used to use navel jelly when I was like 12, 13. I used to collect beer cans. And I mean like really old, like cone tops, you know, and would use navel jelly to pull the rust off the cone top. Worked great, but if you got it on the paint, it would pull the paint off too. You had to be real careful with it. Yeah, Rick Piatto went on a rant on blockers. Yeah, they'll block you. No, the single coil is on as if it was wired. No, the wires end right there. It's just for show. I think he left it in because he was too late. He didn't think it probably looked too unfinished with it out. So he just left it in. Because then it didn't look quite as thrown together. Yeah, I'm doing well. EVH Wolfgang standards do not have stainless steel frets. They have nickel, right? Nickel silver, even though there's really no silver in it. It's like nickel, copper, and tin. And then the first round of specials. Remember when they were made in Japan? That first rounds of specials. I think that's what Satch Boogie had. He had like one of those, if you know that YouTuber. He had one of the first rounds that had the stainless steel frets. But when they moved production out of Japan to Mexico, I'm pretty sure stainless steel frets went with it. They went back to nickel silver. Did a cigarette near the tuning pegs? Yeah. One down here. I'm going to give him an A for effort. I don't really actually even know where the original mark. Don't I have to put Gibson on there like very lightly, right? Didn't he like pencil like Gibson on there or some shit? I actually don't know the jump solo. I don't know a lot of Van Halen solos. I really don't. You know? They go by a little fast. Well, I think he tilted it, Tim saying he tilted his picker for some reason. I think it's just to move it a little bit away from the bridge and make it a little bit warmer. So it's not so bright. just like a Strat. Actually, he might have just tilted it because the Strat was already sort of, the cavity was tilted a little bit, and it was just easier to chisel out a little bit more, and it was already at the angle. Right? Sometimes the simplest answers tend to be the right ones. The Wolfgang copy, yeah, I still have the Wolfgang copy. It doesn't have a trim on it, though. I was going to use one of those black Floyd Roses I have on it because the trim that came on it was so bad. What I wound up doing was taking it and doing like working on my like fret work on it, because I figured like if I screw it up, who cares, But it actually came out great. I like sphered the ends and ball end them, which I'd love to do to this, but with the stainless, I got to make sure that my files can handle it. But I believe they can. I believe I have diamond cut files, so I think they can handle it. And I can make the ends like that, like a little rounder on these as well. And then the pickups in it aren't that great either. For the it was fun at the time, and the guitar I think was like $240 delivered. 80 of that is like shipping. It was something like $160 for the guitar. Pretty cheap. It's right there. I never learned, I never played lefty. I always played righty, even though I'm a left-handed person. I always played right-handed. It always felt more natural, like this way. And it might just be because when we got my acoustic guitar, it had a pickguard on it, and I knew the pickguard went on the bottom, so I just held it like that, because I knew that was the way I was supposed to hold it over the summer. And then, because we got the guitar like in June or July, and then when September rolled around and I started lessons, he's like, are you a lefty or a righty? I'm like, I'm a lefty. He's like, well, does it feel better this way or this way? I said, oh, this way. And he was like, okay, fine. And we just moved ahead. He never made a big deal out of it. Yeah, I think that's the same way on this. The magnet, if you notice, you see that? It's a little bit thinner. It doesn't quite line up. On the low strings it does, but on the high string, just barely. Right? That's another reason why you would twist it, because you'd get a slight bit more surface area to go under the, right, than if it was straight, by turning it ever so slightly. Thanks, Funkster. The guitar store owner where I bought my first guitar, I advise you to learn right-handed if you can. Some people, it's really hard to switch. It's as rough playing right-handed as it is, for us to play left-handed. When I play left-handed, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. It is like so freaking hard. And I've done it a bunch of times as a joke, Yeah, it's like day one, right? Oh, I think I'm going to learn how to play guitar. And it's so bizarre because you can play guitar. It's so frustrating. You're looking at it's like literally like day one, like looking at your left hand and your right hand and trying to like line it up. And you're like, oh my God, this is hard. Yeah, I bat lefty, I have a righty, lefty glove, on my right hand. I throw lefty, eat left-handed, right left-handed. No, I'm a lefty. I'm straight up left-handed. Except for guitar. Guitar is the only thing. Guitar and piano. Those are the only two things I play right-handed. Lefty, but I can play right-handed guitar too. Yeah, I felt like my right hand, to me, it felt more like, well, my left hand is more dexterous than my right hand. Wouldn't I want that as my chording hand rather than my picking hand? But apparently not. And it's funny because when I try to do certain things, like my brain wants to flip over like a pancake in my head. I swear right-handed players have an easier time with it, especially with like straight up back and forth picking. Like that choo-choo derails in my head. It's like I'm having a goddamn stroke. Exactly. Sinister, just like Ned Flanders. Idly ho, neighborino. Yeah, it's even got the reflectors. Reflectamundos. Check that out. It's heavy, too. It's got the weight. Same with you, Iron Mike. Same with Nick Johnston. If you know that dude, phenomenal guitar player. He's lefty, too. Everything lefty except for guitar that he plays righty. He's the same exact way. Do I know some Aerosmith? Yeah. I wonder what the next Stripe Series guitar will be from EVH. I don't know. I think they've done them all, right? They've done all the Strat style. And they've done, I think, all of the modern, Wolfgang style, right? The striped Wolfgangs. I don't know. I mean, they did the Dot one. They did the Bomb one. They've done, I think, every single, the Rasta? Is that the only one left? Like, do you get that esoteric? One that you saw on half a tour? Maybe. The tail was lefty and used a left-handed guitar, strung right-handed. You know who does that is Eric Gales, right? He plays lefty, but a right-handed guitar upside down, which is why he has all those killer voicings, because he's got a whole different approach. Yeah, Unchained. Yeah, the Rasta. Yeah, the crop circle became the Rasta, exactly. Exactly, he wound up painting it. Halfway through the tour, I think, is the story. And the Lefty Dean split tail. Is it a V? Kramer headstock would be the one I buy. Yeah, I think they're going to come out with maybe they already have it, where the neck doesn't tilt back, it actually goes straight, right? The offset, the grail, right? It's actually a straight headstock, I think. EVH Destroyer. Yeah, so the shark, that's on what, the cover of Women and Children First, right? He said he ruined it when he cut the wood out of it. He said it sounded awful after he did that, so I wonder if with all that wood missing if it really is a great sounding guitar. Oh, thanks, Fret Level Midnight. Thanks very much, man. Thanks, Michael. For Van Halen 2, he used the Chris Holmes Destroyer. Yeah, I suppose they could do a Destroyer. I almost bought a Destroyer, but they sold it out before I could buy it. It was on Guitar Center, used like 10 years ago. But it was like a 1980 or an 81 Destroyer with the flame top. Oh my God, that guitar looks so amazing. And I called him right up. He's like, dude, sold, long sold. Never saw one again. Never saw one like that. I was like, oh my God, look at that guitar. Long gone. Is Robert Baker on tonight? I don't know. I haven't heard from him. Tone King wasn't on last night. I don't know. Oh, is that true? Is Eric Gales battling COVID? That's a bummer. You hope he's all right. You don't want to see anyone get, get in any sort of serious jeopardy. Yeah, that's what my friend who dropped off the Bumble has. He has an Ibanez Destroyer from like the early 80s, so like a 1980 Destroyer, 81. Still has it. Yeah, the 59 sounds good, right? The Duncan 59? It's a good sounding pickup. And it's one of the few pickups that they don't brand Seymour Duncan to make it like legit look, authentic. God, she's just out like a light back there. Hey, Steve, I bought the Mike Stern album you recommended the other week and love it. Yeah, that's a great album, right? Time and Place. That's his masterpiece, man. That's a really good one. He's resting at home now. Good. Well, hopefully he's on the mend. Yeah, the Destroyers in the 70s had Explorer headstocks. Up until like 1980, and then it had the start of that double, remember when they had what became the classic headstock, the sort of the double end. Why did you stop promoting Dean Zielinski guitars? I don't think I ever promoted a Dean Zielinski guitar. I don't think I ever had one here. I think you're confusing me with another channel. And I suspect I know which channel it is. I'm not that dude, man. You still have the acoustic Farrington? Yeah, we just had it out a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. We had it out. Why no love for Dean Zielinski? I don't know the guy. We've never met. I don't think I've played a guitar of his. Dean, is that you? Oh, is PDX Guitar Freak here? Yeah, someone mentioned the cats helping me out in my time of need. Yeah, my friggin' emotional support cats. I tell you, they come in handy. Steve, what kind of things can you tell me about the Ibanez Genesis RG550DX? Well, the neck is not the same as the original. It's a more modern neck that's slightly thicker than the original, because the original was ridiculously thin. But they're great playing and sounding guitars. I've played them at the NAMM show a couple of times. There's nothing wrong with the Genesis at all. They're great guitars. And they solved, the cracking around the nut by using a 3-piece neck instead of a 1-piece, or actually, technically, I guess it's a 2-piece neck. But instead they used a vertical strip, much better. They put a volute in the back, much better. They don't punch through the back for the holes, much better. They do a top mount. So in terms of technology, the modern ones are, a much more stable guitar. But they're not going to be identical to the original 550s. The neck is going to be just a little bit thicker. Because let's face it, that original neck was ridiculously thin. I don't even think that original Wizard neck lasted more than about 3 or 4 years. Then they moved on to like a slightly thicker variation of it. Are you alive over there? Always. So what happens when your kids name your cats. Oh yeah, Terry, maybe that's what you're thinking of, the Hailfire, the Diamond guitar. That's Jeff Diamond Guitars. I had one here for a while. I wound up selling it. The Crowbar has it now. I like Vola. I do like Vola. Vola are good guitars. Real nice. Acacia Hades or a Vola Luna. Of those two, I'd go with the Hades. The Luna is really thin. If it was the Vola, like, what's that one? Is it the Oz? I forget now. There's one that has the thicker body. Then it'd be a little bit even. But of those two, of the Hades and the Luna, I'm going Hades all day. And besides, they just came out, the Hades, instead of a flat top now, they're doing a carved top. And it's pretty sick. Yeah, no, the cat couldn't care less about anything going on over here. She's like, yeah, you be you. Danger Bassett's Disneyland in Hollywood. Yeah. Well, we give our cats sort of like goofy names, right? There was Barry the Bear and Chickadee the Chickadee, right? I mean, that's sort of what it is, right? And so, it's always been like Buddy, Buzzy, Kitty. We give them goofy names, and so we have one Buddy, and then Sweetie and Cutie, and that one's like, this one here is Henri, Henri, which is apparently it's a character from, I think, a Japanese game. Ibanez needs to re-release the Radius. I know, but I don't know. They probably think it's going to compete with the Joe Satriani, and they don't want to piss him off. Yeah, Comfort Cats, exactly. 5-minute warning. Damn, this night went fast. Oh, thanks, Terry. Cat named Uma. Yeah. Uma the Puma. I used to call my other one Mr. Meowgie, because he used to meow all the time. I call him Mr. Meowgie. What do you want, Mr. Meowgie? And I used to call him Mr. Fuzzlebutt, because he had a very fuzzly butt. What do you need, Mr. Fuzzlebutt? Thanks, Daza. Yeah, Mr. Meowgie. Wife calls all your cats fuzzy butts, yeah. Do I give nicknames to my guitars? No, not really. Never really did that. Makes it harder to sell later on when you assign it an anthropomorphic name. Yeah, that's right. I just said anthropomorphic. Yeah, that's the Tone Loc version. Have a good one, Jay. Thanks for hanging out, man. First cat was named Fluffy. Our first cat, I forget now, I think it was Patches. When I make my own guitars, it's a lot of work. I'd rather just play them. I don't get as much enjoyment out of putting them together as I do just playing them. I don't think I know the push come to shove solo. What is this? You can fill an encyclopedia with the solos I don't know from Van Halen. You're not going to cry, are you? I don't know, Paul. Are you going to play guitar? All right, it's 9 o'clock. I think we're going to... call it a night. Let my family out of lockdown from the second floor. No, I've never made an entire guitar from scratch. It's a ridiculous amount of work. I'd rather just play it. No, you rock. No, you rock. Except for Paul. He's a bit of a dick. All right. I'll see you guys in a week. I got some videos coming out this week, and there you have it. No, you rock. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you next week. Until then, rock on.